of very important things that the Legislative Black Caucus is working on this year, and we need your support on. One bill, and so many of you, how many of you have ever been stopped by the police? Well, let me just say, we've come a long way.
Deeply in my heart is something that has taken me so far, and I've come in contact with some great people who have come from the continent. My mentor and my advisor in college, Dr. William B. Lewis from Sierra Leone, was my advisor, and he pinched me a couple of times and made me go the right way in terms of my studies at Bowie State University. As a matter of fact, he made sure that I got out on time and went on and did my graduate work. He's going to be retiring this year, so I'm going to be participating in his retirement ceremony. But there's so many other professors who taught me at Bowie State University. Dr. Richard Kuhn from Dr. Richard Kuhn, who taught me in political science. Dr. Okofor from Nigeria, who taught me actually there at Bowie State University. So many of my professors and friends that I've come in contact with and who have taught me so many different things. I just wanted to come before you today and say that, you know, I implore upon you and certainly encourage you to continue to tell your kids and all of those who are from what I would consider first and second generation.
And express our appreciation for all of your hard work. Many of you are participating with the government. People Nexus is very important to the state of Maryland as it relates to the continent of Africa, both in economic terms, in terms of trade, but also in terms of cultural and political relationship. We have a very vibrant and numerous African population in Maryland. We benefit from that. And one of the benefits from that is they've established a strong bond with us, with their homeland, in establishing these ties. And as Africa emerges as one of the economic powerhouses of this century, it will stand the state of Maryland well to have that relationship. So we value that partnership. We value your help in establishing that partnership, and we look forward to working with you in the coming years, not only with the remainder of the Mallory Brown administration, but hopefully in the years to come. So thank you for having me this evening, and to all my friends that I've worked with and traveled with, it's good to see you again, and we look forward to working with you in the coming years. Thank you again.
When I first told her about this night, she was very excited, and she was very sad that she had to leave early. But she loves the food, she loves the people, and she's running for the Senate seat in Harford County. So if any of you are from Harford County, District 34,
immigrant like you. Okay, and because of that, I'm also a member of what we call the New American Caucus, which is made up of those of us who are immigrants and those who sympathize with us, and so that we can address many of the issues that impact on our people. But this is my 20th year.
And it's a great honor to have the King's delegation here. Welcome. Welcome to Maryland. Welcome to the Commission on African Affairs. When I mentioned to my friends and family that was appointed by the governor as a commissioner on African Affairs, the very first thing they asked me is, how can I get contract with the state? Instead of asking me how much I'm making and things, and I'm not making anything or anything. But all they cared about was the business side of this. So we all realized that most of us, in a lot of various capacities in Maryland, we are business people. We come from a business background. In Africa, most of us are business people. And it is important to realize that we are here as commissioners to also help you grow your business. But unfortunately, I can't answer a lot of questions that most of you have asked me about getting either licensed or certified, MBE, and things that will help you either start a business or grow your own business. That is why it is a privilege, it is my honor to introduce to you tonight Mr. Randy Reynolds. Mr. Randy Reynolds is the Director of the Maryland office of MBE, MBE standing for Minority Business Enterprise. And I'm hoping, Mr. Reynolds, that if you don't have the answer tonight, at least you will come back to us and give my people a sense of what is required to actually do business in Maryland. So please help me welcome Mr. Randy Reynolds.
Good evening. Firstly, I bring you greetings on behalf of Secretary Smith and Deputy Secretary Perrin tonight of Department of Transportation. I'd like to say firstly that I'm not a delegate. I know that's glad to hear tonight since we've had quite a few already come up and speak. I'm not an elected official, but I am appointed. And my appointment tonight is to assist.
I agree with my colleague, Delegate Shirley.
And at this time, I would like us to recognize. And all of the work was done by a committee led by Mr. Pierre. Here, could you stand and please let's have the other committee members. Let's recognize the good work you've done for this event. Thank you.
She had an idea about the formation of this commission. And while she was working for me, she began to lay the foundation. Studying so she can take the Nigerian bar as well. But many of you have gone to West Africa, the celebration. She started that. She also started working on the African Chamber of Commerce, so she was just a bright young lady before her time. Thank you all for being here, and it's a tremendous pleasure to see this many of you here. And I am running for the Senate seat after this, so I know you're tired.
And for all the support you've been giving us. And we would just like to have a member of the state delegation that was very instrumental from Jumpstart in the development of this organization here, and I would like to call Delegate Nathan Pulliam just to say one word.
I thank you so very much for coming, and I hope that we have more of this. And one of the things that I would like to see, and I work a lot on, is that we need to get together and formulate more of the interactions such as this. Because one thing that we know, separate we are fine, but together we are awesome. And when we all come together for one cause, like legislation.
But I just want to get a sense where you are. And there's a lot of stuff we can tell you about the redistricting process and what's happening. Just tonight is not the night, but maybe you need to have some small groups within your commission to begin to educate you.
By Mary Ellen James, just to